You've probably heard the phrase, "don't trade tired." But here's the truth. Fatigue doesn't just make you sleepy. It rewires your brain. Stress, exhaustion, and burnout can turn even the smartest trading plan into a series of knee-jerk decisions. And in markets, one impulsive click can erase weeks of discipline. Let's be honest. Trading isn't just about charts, numbers, or news feeds. It's about you, your mind, your body, your energy. When you're alert, rested, and calm, you make rational decisions. But when stress piles up and fatigue sets in, that's when your brain starts cutting corners. You forget your plan, you take trades you'd normally avoid, and suddenly, your account looks more like a battlefield than a portfolio. Think about it. How many times have you stayed up late, scrolling charts or reading Twitter posts about Apple's next earnings? Maybe you thought you were dedicated or putting in the work. But what really happened? You probably woke up the next morning groggy, opened your platform, and forced a trade you weren't prepared for. That's not dedication. That's burnout in disguise. This episode is important because fatigue doesn't just make you a little slower. It actively changes how you perceive risk, reward, and time. Stress pushes you towards shortcuts, and burnout makes you believe you can outwork the market. The result? Impulsive mistakes. So today, we'll unpack how stress and burnout creep into your trading. We'll look at real-world examples, break down why these mental traps happen, and most importantly, give you practical ways to keep your head clear, your body rested, and your trading account safe. Before we continue, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Noesis. Noesis is a platform built specifically for traders who want to level up their consistency and mindset while avoiding mental pitfalls. It gives you tools like a daily mental check-in, a trade journal, and an emotion wheel to track your state while trading. On top of that, it includes structured playbooks, which are strategy checklists that you can go through before and after each trade, plus a playbook marketplace where you can explore proven strategies from other traders or share your own. If you're serious about developing the psychological edge that most traders ignore, Noesis is worth checking out. You can get started today at noesis.zone, link in the description. The science of fatigue and why it destroys discipline. When you're stressed or burned out, your brain shifts gears. The prefrontal cortex, the part that handles logic, planning, and rational thought, goes offline. Meanwhile, your amygdala, the emotional fight-or-flight center, takes control. In trading, that's a disaster. Think of it like this. Well-rested, you see Apple, AAPL, dipping before earnings and think, okay, wait for confirmation. Maybe buy if it hits support at $165. But when you're sleep-deprived, you see the same chart and think, screw it, I don't want to miss this. Buy now. Your brain isn't calculating probabilities anymore, it's chasing relief. You want the stress of, what if I miss it, to go away. And that's how impulsive mistakes happen. The real-world burnout scenario. Picture this. It's the end of a long week. You've been trading Tesla, TSLA, all week, glued to the screen. Every red candle spikes your heart rate. Every green one feels like a shot of espresso. By Friday, you're exhausted. Tesla's hovering around $240. You had planned to step away, but stress whispers, one more trade, just one more. Don't let the week end on a loss. So you buy in. Suddenly, Tesla drops to $233. You panic sell, only to watch it bounce back minutes later. That single impulsive trade wasn't about Tesla. It was about fatigue. You weren't analyzing, you were reacting. And markets punish reactivity. Common pitfalls of burned-out traders. Overtrading. You feel tired, so you chase trades to speed up the process. Instead of being selective, you click just to feel engaged. Example: you jump into NVIDIA, 3 times in a day, even though your plan said one trade only. Ignoring risk management. Stress makes you impatient with rules. Stops feel like obstacles instead of protection. Example: Apple breaks your stop at $165, but you think, it'll come back, I'll just hold. That's fatigue talking, not logic. Revenge trading. Losses. Feel heavier when you're exhausted, so you force trades to win back money quickly. Example: after losing on Microsoft, you immediately short Amazon out of anger, not analysis. Emotional numbness. Oddly, burnout can also make you careless. You stop caring, stop journaling, and just click to click. That's dangerous apathy. Why burnout happens to traders. Burnout is sneaky because it disguises itself as grind. You think staying up late to read every headline is discipline. You think watching charts for 12 hours is dedication. But it's really just draining your decision-making battery. And here's the kicker. The market never sleeps. Apple doesn't care if you stayed up late. Tesla won't reward you for staring at its chart. The market will keep moving with or without you. The pressure to always be on leads to chronic stress. Over time, your brain starts to crave shortcuts, impulse trades, skipping analysis, throwing money at setups just to feel done. That's how burnout steals your edge. How to fight stress and burnout. Now, the good part, solutions. Because avoiding burnout isn't about trading less, it's about trading smarter. Set screen time limits. Treat trading like the gym. More hours don't mean better results. Decide when you trade and log off afterward. Pro tip, use alarms. If you say you're done by 1 p.m., let the alarm remind you. Protect sleep. Like its capital, sleep is your brain's reset button. Without it, you're basically trading drunk. Aim for consistent sleep, not late-night caffeine binges. Build recovery rituals. Walks, workouts, meditation, whatever clears your head. Small breaks refresh your discipline more than endless chart watching. Journal your energy, not just trades. Don't just log entry, exit, and PL. Write how you felt. Were you tired, stressed, over it? Patterns will pop up. Know when to stop. If you're angry, yawning, or clicking just because, it's time to close the platform. One missed trade is cheaper than one burnout-driven loss. Practical exercise. Here's something you can try this week. Next time you sit down to trade, score yourself on a simple energy scale from 1 to 10. If you're an 8 or higher, go ahead. If you're a 5, reduce position size or limit trades. If you're below 4, don't trade. This forces self-awareness before you risk money, because sometimes the best trade you can take is no trade at all. Alternatively, you can also try Noesis, the sponsor of this video, who has daily mental check-ins that will have you find if you are in an optimal condition to trade. Fatigue and stress don't just make you slower, they change the way you think. They push you towards shortcuts, revenge trades, and emotional decisions. But here's the truth. The market doesn't reward hustle, it rewards clarity. And clarity only comes when your body and mind are rested. So remember, you can't outgrind Wall Street. You can't beat Apple by sleeping less. What you can do is protect your energy, respect your limits, and approach every session with a clear head. Because in trading, your brain is your capital, and burnout is the fastest way to go broke. Thanks for watching this episode of Trading Psychology Pitfalls. If you found this useful, hit like, drop a comment about your own experience with burnout, and subscribe for more content that keeps your trading sharp. In the next episode, we'll tackle another hidden enemy: fear of missing out. Why FOMO makes traders abandon discipline and how to master it. Until then, remember, a rested trader is a profitable trader. Stay sharp, stay rested, and trade smart. The market doesn't just test your strategy, it tests your stamina. Don't let fatigue take the trade for you.